Opening on a rainy sci-fi scape that is so generic I could be watching TMNT, Domino, or basically anything in the animation wing of the Star Wars franchise. This is the start of Season 2. I should be punched betwixt the eyes and marveling at Marvel, not immediately checking my phone because I've seen this before.
Welcome to Xandar. A place where everyone's luck eventually runs out.
Okay, that sounds foreboding until you realize this isn't a unique quality. Anyone's luck can run out at any time, unless you're Domino. Also, because I've just been reminded of what an absolute joy Domino is, here's a sin for Marvel not including her in Deadpool 3.
The question is, who?
So generic animation and a generic script? Did anyone watching this think for even a second that sentence would end any other way?
I don't need Black Order trash telling me how to do my job.
That's trashist.
All quests for redemption begin in darkness.
They do not.
Nova Prime gave me a way forward.
No reason to drag the Transformers franchise into this. We can only handle so much disappointment.
Seek the light, be the light, never stray from its path.
Worship lyrics from my upbringing in the AG cult somehow make their way into the episode.
When the man who destroyed my first home came gunning for my new one.
Well, not so much gunning as hammering. I don't think we've ever seen this guy use a gun. Aren't you supposed to be a weapons expert and assassin?
She locked down Xandar behind an impenetrable planetary shield designed to last for 50 years, putting the planet out of his reach.
Only 50 years? That's half a lifetime to a puny human with a few prescriptions and a collagen supply. That's a speed bump to a Kree.
Memories I could use.
You and I, Nebby, we make quite the team.
Sort of sad that the database memories Nebula is bragging about seems to just be 1 4-second memory on repeat.
Oh, Yandu, what did you get into?
Better question, why did you put your special spherical map thingy in your arrow that could be activated randomly after your death? The plot needs it, but this is dumb.
Riot in progress. Send 2 more units to the Xandarian Mall. Stat.
Being an advanced alien civilization and still having malls. Hell, I wish I could also send our pathetic ignorant race for still having them in 2024. Oh wait, I can. Chopping on surfaces like this will dull your knives.
High rollers tables, sis.
Reminding me that Korg exists after Thor Love and Thunder.
What kind of absolute freak would know what this is?
Oh, that's an old citywide mainframe core.
This may be the best example of a nearest person happens to know what a mysterious object is, despite the object failing to be discovered after running through every system known to exist cliché that I have ever seen. And the best examples are rewarded with a sin on this channel.
I need to get into that mainframe and destroy those codes before they get out.
You could also just delete the codes from working and install some new ones for later. You know, through a computer or something. Contact IT. Do you think Nebula ever gets headaches from her facial muscles being in a constant scrunch? I mean, I know she's metal, but even machines need to relax their gears to avoid repetitive stress injuries.
I waive all the rights.
Whoa, now hold on. You don't have to waive all of the rights, just the ones specifically related to legal responsibility in the event your head gets blown off. You can just go ahead and keep the rest of your rights, Nebula. Let's not be hasty. I know Nebula's a certified badass, but if your guard robot is this easy to disable, you really just have yourself to blame. What are these, pacifist guard bots? I've seen airbenders that were more aggressive. To be clear, her plan is to draw her prisoner to the center of all the prisoners where the good guys will gather to stop her from doing the naughty thing. Then release the very bad people to kill the very good people so she can escape to save the entire planet. This is what the trolley problem is all about, people. Sacrifice the few to save the many. At least in the train scenario, they die quickly. Here the people are all being beaten to death. But it's okay, Nebula's super cool.
I didn't break you out of jail to point out the obvious.
You didn't break him out of jail at all. You broke him out of prison. Remember, jail is where you go until you're sentenced. Prison is where you go afterward. Come on, Nebula. I thought you were a detective.
And don't touch anything.
Trusting that the prisoner you broke out can be left well enough alone while you render yourself extremely vulnerable. At least handcuff him to something. Jeez. Ignoring movie/TV show rules that all fires are immediately stopped by the presence of water. My simple brain refuses to acknowledge your possibly correct physics.
Nothing can survive that.
As if stealing from Blade Runner wasn't enough, this episode now decides it can rob the fugitive without consequence. And I'm here to tell you there will always be consequences. And sometimes those consequences are imaginary internet points called sins that cynical YouTubers think matter a lot. And hey, if Reddit can convince millions of people their imaginary internet points matter, why can't we? They had a hair spike in the armory. Psh. And Nebula perfectly picks up the pitch. Double psh, psh. being anywhere early enough to see the crack of dawn. This loading bar is infuriating. When the action kicks off, it's moving fast like fiber, but now that we need a bit of dramatic timing, it slows down, like my grandma just picked up the line while I was on dial-up and was greeted with the Let me see if I can translate. My Groot's a little rusty, but I think this I Am Groot translates directly to play the hits. See? The show thought we wouldn't notice the lazy callback, but we did. It can be broken that easily? Holy sh**. The arrows are a baffling mystery of whatever the plot needs. Poor Ronan. There's pretty much no universe where he doesn't go out like a chump. He's defeated by dance-offs, Captain Marvel flying through his ships, and now a slowly closing S.H.I.E.L.D. No skulls or leaking brains in this scene. Really? You're wearing a shoe with a spike on it, and you opt out of using it now?
Why couldn't you just join me?
She did join you at the start of the show. Did you not watch the first few minutes of the episode, Nova Prime?
Most quests for redemption begin in darkness.
Although most quests is better than all quests, this correction comes too late. So now you have 2 sins for being wishy-washy about redemption. No redemption for you.
Why can't you just die?
Already cracked the case, huh?
I give you my word, the case will be investigated in a very slipshod manner.
Please stop staring at my titties.
Until someone saw the light.
Too bright, it burns. Ah!
Alert, alert. A Chucky nut bar has been removed without payment.
This was your plan?
You're the worst leader I've ever seen. To the Batmobile.
Commence download.
Downloading films is stealing. If you do it, you will face the consequences.
About those guns.
Guns?
Can't deliver the goods? Maybe you should keep your trap